might be the last time in CSGO, and it's for a spot in the Lanxess. Need I say more? Astralis moving into B early on Ancient. This is a map they've picked a lot. This is a map they've been great on. Can NaVi upset them on it? Alexi B going aggressive early. Flash being lined up. They'll try and disrupt this play.
A lot of CTs here. A lot of angles to look at. Good start though. Buzz with a headshot, even from that range. Glock's not getting a one-tap, running out of bullets. Simple trying to stay alive, forced away into the angles of Staehr. 4 on 3, JL found through the smoke. It improves for Astralis. Plenty of work for the remainder of NaVi to do. Post-plant positions for Astralis then. See the flash coming, eats it, but still standing. Just not being given anything by Astralis. Where's Device off to? He's got an appointment on the A bomb site in the meantime. Wow. I mean, that was the first round.
Oh.
All right then.
Yeah.
These guys are memeing. They're out here memeing.
That's what we like to see.
They must have planned that well in advance, because that was utterly ridiculous.
Love it, love it. Listen, Astralis, specialists on this map, I think it's fair to say. Ancient has been a home ground for them.
Wow.
Got to remember, they played a best of 3 earlier today, both of these teams, so I kind of like just keeping the mood a little light to begin with. You've got a lot of Counter-Strike to play today. Have got the force in from NaVi.
It's a very jolly pistol ring win. Very jolly indeed. Alexi B. A very nice drop onto Device. Good map control as well. Early problems for Astralis. Might not be screaming after this round. Simple leaving plenty of money in the hole. How do you respond, Astralis? They've got a lurker in Buzz towards A. NaVi repositioning on that bomb site. Spotting the poking of NaVi. They're still seeking information, but they've got plenty of space to retract. Alexi B, JL moving back onto the B bomb site. Simple with off angles towards Red Room. Astralis have been static, but at some point you're going to have to start getting some frags. They've used all their mollies as well, which could be quite scary for the squad. They've got one flashbang to breach a bomb site.
Yeah, this could get awkward. You have the smokes for the B execute, but NaVi are going to play ahead of those. That's an opener for Borup that could be really valuable, because now Simple also in trouble. JL doing what he can, but 1.5 kills is not good enough because his teammates fell so quickly. So Astralis will hold on for the 2-0 lead. Always great to watch a Device versus Simple matchup. Different supporting cast this time, though, compared to what you will be used to with your nostalgia glasses on. Almost none of the same players from their glory days. And that means one of them will be eliminated here in groups. And for Simple, we heard earlier, every chance he's had to make it to the Lanxess, he has been successful in. He's won it in 2018. He's won Cologne in 2021. For Device, Cologne is almost the one that's got away for him. Out of every tournament, he's won basically all of them, but Device has never won Cologne. And this Astralis lineup look like they're getting into form at the right time to finally be competitive again against the top teams. Let's see if that can continue here against NaVi. They've got off to a good start, and NaVi will have low money ahead of this one.
Cologne's definitely the one you don't want to miss. The one you must experience as a player, as a fan. Pistols out once more for NaVi. Just getting started. That last series, if you were tuned in, was for position. This one's for survival.
Oh, Alexi forced all the way forward. That's a well-placed molly.
I don't recommend being on fire.
Do you say that from experience?
I was shot with a Roman candle once.
Oh, jeez.
In the hoodie.
Okay.
It wasn't massive fire, it was more of a singe.
I was expecting to say don't knock it until you tried it, but apparently you have tried it. Oh, a little wall bang onto Simple. Nice peek from Staehr. One of the recent additions to Astralis. Talented up-and-comer in the Danish scene. I think a lot of people were expecting Astralis to pick him up. He has been dropped here, though. It's into a 2-on-3. But the problem for NaVi is they are both committed to the B bomb site. And that means Astralis can just waltz their way over to A without a care in the world.
Weapons to be collected, though. That Deagle's literally called trigger discipline. Seen much of that this week. Might prove more difficult, though, with an arena filled with fans. Seen some really good plays in the action to this point. I'm sure there's plenty more to come as well. Saw big talk about Simple and Device. Of course, they've got plenty of players around them, but they are absolutely the behemoths on this server. blameF being the behemoth off the server.
Sure. Yeah, Simple and Device definitely have already written their name in the history books, I think it's fair to say. Just a clash of styles as well with their AWPing. Simple seems to always do the impossible, while Device almost seems like the best you can get as an actual human being. The consistency of his AWPing, the angles he chooses to take.
He's the Shang Tsung of AWPing in Counter-Strike. He's been absorbing the skills of everybody else for a long time, the decision-making, positioning.
Well, he's got the AWP out into the first gun round. Simple won't have that luxury. He's on the rifle for now. Utility in mid early. You'll see a lot of these exchanges. CT's committing heavily. NaVi really want to take this away from Astralis. They've done a good job with their early utility. That will allow Bit to scale up, maybe even fight down into B.
Bit's got a very good angle. He has opportunity while that smoke is up. But will he hold his position? Once that smoke is gone, this is way more of a precarious position, especially with blameF almost showing some presence there. He'll stay in situ with that smoke, though. Astralis not shy to play the round out, as we've seen from these rounds prior, from that anti-force buy round. 3 around B, so much damage onto JL. He's seen no one just yet, but Staehr's causing problems on this B bomb site. And there'll be more rotation coming through. Simple will make his way over. 45 seconds on the clock, and Astralis is still waiting to play their hand.
This read from NaVi's crazy. They are so committed to the B site right now, and they've still got a couple of incendiaries. That could cause a massive issue for Astralis here.
Yeah, one is in the hands of Bit in Red Room, but Lexi B certainly has a good position to use one. JL not giving up the peak, and that clock continues to tick. Where's that response then? If Lexi B throws it, that will concede his position, although it may not be a complete surprise. 20 seconds, surely you throw it. Indeed he does. There's that second one coming through now. Oh, finally a wall bang, but you've got to force your way onto the bomb site. Borup just escapes death for free. There's an angle for Simple, 10 seconds, and what's happening to NaVi? They've had so much position on this bomb site, so many bodies, just the one kill. They're lining up for Bit though, and I think he's done enough if he can escape. Ooh. 1 second to survive and done. NaVi with so many players on the bomb site, but he only leaves with one.
God, that got so sweaty at the end of the round. That was nearly an Astralis win by elimination. Bit had to get back round the corner, but the utility just wasn't there for Astralis. You even see the missed smoke. This looked like such a great start. They hear the molly from Alexi. They spam him from 3 different sides, but then they try and take this control, and as soon as that fight is lost, Bit lines them up. We heard the devs talk about how NaVi can get a little hectic, chaotic at times because it's a new lineup. That might be an example of that.
What about the read from NaVi as well, to have so many reinforcements on that bomb site? Could be worrisome for Astralis. We'll see if they've detected that. Still send a man to offer something extra on the other side of the map next time. And again, Astralis happy to play a slow round, which might be well suited stylistically for NaVi.
Yeah, I think that's a really interesting clash in this series. I think when rounds get chaotic like that, it probably does favor NaVi, just because of the firepower they have. I mean, you just saw what Bit can deliver. So Astralis will want cleaner rounds. They'll want their takes to be solid with utility, and that fight for Borup will certainly help. Man advantage found. Let's see if the Danes can convert.
It's almost an overpass-esque peek into the B bomb site. Not overcommitting to it. Just happy to fall back and sit on that 5 versus 4. And how can NaVi respond, especially without a sniper rifle? Had so much presence in mid, and gambles will be taken there again. This won't be the bomb carrier. Device not quite ready. 4v4. What is the read, though? They don't see many more towards that B, but they have no position towards A even now.
I mean, Simple, try and plug that gap. I think he may get there in time. Again, low time on the clock. Imma caught on the fullback. And that smoke should deny Simple. And, oh, Alexi actually gets away with that kill. So back to a 3-on-3. And Simple, so close, he denies the bomb plant.
Through the smoke with the pistol, he's got an angle to delay blameF, but he's done it long enough. Wonderful from Simple. Great presence of mind. Fantastic work from him. Happy to die for the cause and does that. Just gets blameF off the bomb. He's got cover, but can't risk it. And it works out in his favor.
The clock just betrayed Astralis so heavily, not only in terms of losing the round, but also blameF dying after time and only having $300 into the next round. Look at that, boom, it goes to 0 and he goes down. Simple, so intense, but a little celebration at the end there. Another steal of a round from NaVi. Astralis put in a very uncomfortable position. Borup's on a bloody Glock.
Speaking of uncomfortable positions, excuse me, Bit is isolated on A. So far, so good. Dropped. Hasn't seen the bomb just yet, but there is a scattering of CTs making their way over. Alexi B will be in that donut position. The remainder will move together. blameF with the sniper. All right, then. Oh, it's a very important trade. JL here as well. Borup with a Glock. Now he's got something better. He hasn't got the bomb, though. But again, there is time to make this more expensive for NaVi. And who knows what else. $50 in the bank. Does he consider saving this then? No, it's the weapon disposal service. The simple denial service. Oh, you might want that one. Bit too generous with the G button there. Keep that up out of their hands for as long as possible. That's the sound cue they needed. Lexi will certainly hear that. Borup's got 30 seconds to die. If he waits too long, I do wonder. Nah, NaVi aren't going to risk it. Bombs here, so are the footsteps. NaVi will survive with 3 as they tie the score.
Simple easing his way into this matchup. Prior to the previous series Simple played today, wasn't having his best tournament, but he played fantastically in that matchup against FaZe. Really delivered what we know he's capable of. Meanwhile, for Device, statistically, he has been incredible at this event. He's putting up a 1.41 rating. Even above what Simple has been able to deliver at some tournaments, but he's got to do it here against a true top team in NaVi. As much as the Simple versus Device matchup is always an interesting one, on this map, blameF is often the top fragger for Astralis. One of the best players in the world on this map. Second highest rated on the map this year. Going to be hard to get his rating up in this round, though, as Astralis just have a few pistols to work with.
It's a nice gamble to take. Look at JL's position.
Whoa.
Desert Eagles are coming through. Staehr's got something to say about this round. Is there enough space for blameF then? Trying to re-engage at the same position with the headshot attempts. A question of damage. The grenades will do all the shrapnel damage though. 3 stand again for NaVi by coming back through for Astralis. Loser goes home. This would be a horrible place for your story to end as far as Cologne is concerned, with Lanxess just around the corner. But for one of these squads, it will be true.
Yeah.
Nice.
Both of these teams will be fighting tooth and nail for this one, that's for sure. It's hard to know who is favored in this matchup. It really is a very exciting match between these two, because you would say that NaVi can thrive in the chaos. Their individuals have looked pretty good. And moreover, Alexi B is actually surprisingly good at coming into teams and quickly making them pretty competent. But Astralis have had a bit more time, you know, to, it seems, get a little more comfortable. Like, they've looked pretty clinical in some of their wins so far. Their executions have looked solid. So I'm interested to see which one of those styles ends up playing out in this matchup.
Simple will be looking for some executions with this AWP that he's finally managed to procure himself. His body language is quite promising for NaVi. He looks like he really wants this one. Device, though, starting to get warm now. He's got an AK-47. It's very good map control taken by him. Look at the response on the B-bomb site as well. High urgency for NaVi to deal with this. Ooh.
Wow! What a shot from Device against the AWP of Simple. It had to be a headshot, and now Buzz chiming in. Astralis up in a 4v2. They may be spread across the map, but they've got a really good chance here. That could be something, though. JL brings one frag back. Now Astralis say, okay, we'll lean over to B. We know there's a maximum of one player here right now, but it's Alexi with an AK.
Timing. Ooh. All right, he's still alive for now. Down to the 2-1-2 then. Looking to pinch him together. How far away do they read JL to be? Does he go through this smoke? He hears those beeps. Borok's got the correct angle, but JL finds both immediately. Lightning fast. Wall bang on the second one. Blink and you'll miss it. How on... That's got to be demoralizing, especially if you're dead and you're watching that happen. A swing through the smoke and both headshots.
That's just a round you can't lose if you're Astralis.
Holy crap.
4v2.
I don't know if he knew anything about that second frag.
I don't know either. So quick on both kills. 2 headshots delivered. We know JL likes to get loud when he wins rounds. Definitely deserved after that one. For Astralis, though, I'm just surprised they stayed so spread out in the 4v2. They gave away a couple of 1v1 fights. It got into a more winnable position for JL. And then the lineup of all things.
That's a stroke of luck that could really have an impact in these coming rounds. They lined up like it was a parade. No bomb plant either. 3,500 average. Device with a bit extra. He is very pleased with that. That's both teams on the edge in that round. There'll be a tech pause. Headsets are off, so we won't say anything crazy.
I don't know, James. You can speak for yourself.
That was a key round, though. For now, that's a swing round.
Really feels like it. And listen, the desk was saying, this is just the map that Astralis have been picking every series, right? Like, this is not a surprise pick here. Astralis currently on a 5-win streak on Ancient. All of those at Cologne. Played it in the play-in twice. Played it here 3 times. They've won all of them, including wins over G2, over Mouse, over Liquid, over NIP. Some solid scalps that they've taken on this map. But NaVi will obviously have been aware of that fact. I'm sure they will have done their research, their homework, their prep work heading into this one. And we are immediately back into the action with Device having a glass cannon AWP this time. Not always easy to manage that on the T side.
I thought that might have been coming. The miner he had was a big bait to do this. He's the man for the job, though. Man like Device. He's looking for that. Was fishing for this with the Desert Eagle. Borok just moving through. Simple's got a lot to do here. Oh, that grenade could be quite fruitful for him. Drops the bomb carrier. That's a flurry of kills from Simple. He's found 3 on the bomb site. And that bomb is quite committed. Alexi, oh, that's so dicey. Device jumping up, and he'll regret that one. That leaves blameF in the clutch. Position unknown, but he'll be finished off as well. Simple, very happy. So risky to swing and throw that grenade, but he does that and delivers a lot of frags in that choke point.
That's just classic Simple.
Yeah, he shouldn't be getting away with that, and he knows it.
I mean, listen, that's what I'd be typing in chat if I was playing MM, so why not? Why not say it in person? Keep the same energy. Yeah, and listen, Simple, I've been looking down at him. He's been like really urgent with some of his reactions. Here comes a play quickly though. Oh, Bit saving his teammate, but Imma will go down eventually. Here comes Alexi though, perfect timing on the flank, but Staehr's dig is on point right now.
You better pull that trigger fast, Alexi, otherwise that cannon will fire again. Staehr's got a few deep Desert Eagle shots in this game so far. It's been one to watch with the hand cannon. Smart plays here. Oh, Staehr's in trouble. And so is the bomb. That is such a smart gimmick from NaVi, which gives them the objective. The bomb is surrounded now. Will they consider their back as well? Oh, this reload behind the smoke is dangerous, but blameF's gamble is one too far on this occasion. Borup then, a question of damage for him. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Don't do this, don't do this. Oh, I can't believe it! There we go, psychological warfare is here. And they're not laughing, they're cackling. That's a cackle.
It's so nice watching this NaVi lineup enjoy their Counter-Strike. The natural chemistry is clearly there with this squad. Simple and JL seem to get along really well, playing the bomb site together on that occasion.
You know what this is? Moral bankruptcy, that's what that is.
Oh yeah, Simple enjoying every second of it. Mid-control is awkward for Bit. He's just taken 2 nades to get into Donut. Nice little nade there from Astralis early on. He will take the AWP because he's low on health.
That play through the smoke has had such a big impact in the momentum of this game. 7-3 for NaVi. Could have been the other way around. One of those teams was going to get their back broken that round. And this time it's Astralis, but here we are. High pressure, loser goes home. Let's not forget all that trolling from Astralis after winning the pistol. Feels like it's quite a while ago now. 3 rounds from 10. Waiting for a CT peak on that B bomb site, but NaVi are playing retracted. They're playing very far back indeed. They're not giving Astralis what they're looking for.
We'll see what the response from NaVi is if this B play comes in, because Astralis don't actually have the utility for a proper site take. Only the 1 smoke available to them. So I think we will see NaVi contend for the site here. Boost up, quite a common one. Damage being done, Buzz chunked down to half. He's the man with the bomb. Meanwhile, Simple decides to play it safe. So retake set up for NaVi in a 5-on-5.
They chose this. They chose to play this way.
They got utility, though.
From the back, indeed they do. Flame carpet on the bomb site, 4-on-3. Make it 2. Bit deals with the flank. Device has got so much to do. Horrible angle spotted by Simple. Now Simple's mere presence there will be a threat, looking for the double peak. Staehr still here as well. 16 HP, bomb defused in the meantime. And 3 will stand at the end of the round for NaVi.
8 in a row for NaVi. The gun rounds have been one-way traffic. Astralis go 3-0 up from the pistol, and that is all they've found on their home map. And you see the utility is just what NaVi need on the retake. You've got to smoke in position. Couple of mollies to clear those players out from the site. Just makes it so difficult for Astralis to do anything about that defuse. Mid-control, oftentimes the area you need to look for early on this map. Astralis have used 3 smokes there to get control of this position. 1 top mid smoke, 1 donut smoke, and then 1 to extinguish the mollies. So that's worth remembering as this round continues to play on out. Normally, if you hit B, for example, you want a couple of smokes to cut off those two sides of the back of the site. As for NaVi, look at this shift in setup. They might want to contest this mid control straight back, sending Alexi in first. Another smoke lands, though. That will allow Device to try and work some of these angles, but no fight given to him. Device has the bomb right now, by the way. Got to be a little careful.
Simple's going to go for it, isn't he?
That's a good molly. Get the bomb out of there.
Oh dear. And disengage, but do they know Alexi B stuck in that corner? This is killing their time, though. Hey, they won't get the kill either.
No.
Slowing their own pace. Device will trade. That's the bomb seen on the radar. They have the information. They have the personnel as well. Bit's got a very oppressive angle. And Buzz on a pre-fire is beautiful. Walks into it, jaw first. And now, where do they go? Astralis hunting that kill in that mid position, failing on that. 18 seconds left. I'm not sure there's anything else for them to do in this one. 4 players surviving for NaVi, starting to grow their economy now. A dicey half, it looks like, for Astralis.
Ooh, Device tucks back into the corner. Safe decision. Need to save those guns on the T side. You can't die after time. But yeah, this has been brutal for Astralis. They've lost 9 in a row. And for Astralis, I think a big problem is they're kind of struggling with utility later in the round. They used a lot of nades there on mid. I mean, that kill, you've got to get that. When Alexi's blind, just got to line up that headshot. Couldn't find it as cleanly as it should have been. But Astralis, they're oftentimes getting into the late round with just a few pieces of utility left. It's making it really hard for them to enter these bomb sites. And NaVi are normally maintaining much more of their own nades, which is allowing retakes if necessary.
87% for Astralis with 15 maps played recently on Ancient. Maybe thought it was guaranteed. Body language is starting to say otherwise now, as they do not have much to show for this T round so far. Seen different looks from NaVi. Quite interesting when they all played back and just didn't give Astralis the pick. And they've been really looking for it, especially towards that B bomb site. That typical CT shoulder peek towards the ramp. NaVi have not been giving it up too much. Borup looking to find an entry once again. The flashes are here. Alexi B stuck in the corner, trying to buy what little time he can. Great flick from Simple. There's a gap in the smoke. That's going to force Astralis back, trying to charge through the bomb site. Simple has bought time for his team and hops into the smoke. Oh no, he hasn't. He's still in the corner. Looking for some quick scopes now as Device wonders what might be happening behind him. Great shot from Buzz, who gets traded by Bit. They'll keep the numbers low for NaVi.
Oh, wow. They can go all the way back with blameF's position, and they realize it. And now this round becomes really difficult for NaVi. Maybe you can push into mid and bypass blameF, but at the same time, that's all these Astralis players really have to worry about, because blameF has so much map control.
This might be a safe for NaVi.
I think it should be.
If they keep their money, they can drop for their teammates. It's been a drought for Astralis. And they'll finally find a way to get another round. Moments for reflection for Alexi B, while Astralis find number 4. So outside of their pistol, this is essentially their first success.
It's been a long time coming for Astralis. And in general, they actually win more of their rounds. They have a higher win percentage on their T side of Ancient. Against Maus, they got 11 T rounds. Against NIP, they got 10 T rounds. Here, they are going to get nowhere near those numbers. So work to do for Astralis. They know it. No big celebration after that round win. It is back to the grind. Meanwhile, let's see how NaVi decide to approach this round. We've seen them try and hang around around mid, but Astralis have put a lot of emphasis on it themselves, and it looks like that's the same again here. The flashes are good, and Imma can't get back to safety.
See Device lining up the flashes for his teammates so they can swing with the flash behind them. And Donut is compromised very early indeed. Does a bit hang around to watch Red Room. Risks have to be taken by NaVi, but it might be too late. Indeed, it will be. borup with an angle on Simple. Quick tap, and this round should be shut down immediately.
Gotta be. Don't really need to give away fights. The bomb is still far away, but I don't think that's a massive issue. They have mid covered, they have the A site, and they have NaVi saving. Well, these are more of the rounds I was expecting from Astralis, where the rounds they win look, more clinical, more like the overall big picture of the map is what's winning them rounds. NaVi definitely want to save these 3 guns here. 2 would be okay, because they've got a bit of money in the bank. But whatever happens, NaVi have already put up 9 CT rounds. That's pretty damn good. This is not going to be an easy map win for Astralis.
Oh, what timing.
Cheeky.
Yeah, Astralis were probably expecting this score to be the reverse. So they'll have to do it the hard way. Claw their way back in again. Nice work. Does he escape? For now he does. Stuck in the corner. And saved by a bit. They hold on to those rifles. Just about surviving them.
Yeah, look, Astralis are going into the last round of the half, so they've got money whatever happens. They knew they might as well throw everyone at that. But really, those mid flashes, very good.
Uh-oh.
A bit of frustration.
It looks like it scared the crap out of him. Sometimes it happens. Anyway, there'll be 2 AKs on the CT side for NaVi in that last round of the first half. 3-man swing into mid. No contest from Astralis this time. They're sending it into the A-bomb site. Device posted up already. Lightning fast from them. They've been smoked off. They've lost a lot of eyes towards this A-bomb site. Was he spotted in the smoke there? Big swing from Imma, drops borup, and that'll certainly help. Oh, he goes flying. Space program in the trade frag. Can't hang around though. blameF's got to rotate that bomb, but he's not going to the A-bomb site where they have control.
Simple still here though, and the rotate arriving. Staehr none the wiser. And now the bomb is going to have second thoughts because blameF is alone. Device is making it through A. The minimap is getting crazy complicated right now. Do NaVi keep track of Device's position? It looks like it.
They have to assume that their flank is compromised because of the fighting on A earlier on.
Look at his position though, he's so low, he could be in trouble. blameF, oh, he may have seen him.
Oh, he certainly has. That's a huge frag then. Simple on the way into the hands of Device, and it gets more difficult for NaVi to make double figures. Alexi closing a distance, but those sound cues will be heard all day by blameF. Quick peek, beautiful work from him, but Device is here to trade. And they get loud again, they close the distance. A short comeback towards the end of the half, but there's more work to be done for Astralis.
He's already a player who likes to make these big moves, and that's only going to be amplified when you feel like you have somewhat of a safety net on the series.
Freedom to take risks. And again, smokes outside. This is the change though. They're going back into the lobby. Diha might be tasked coming on a main split, and for once, Heroic, don't gamble a player down lower. They've read this, it seems like. They don't seem convinced by the fake smokes. There's no Yabby, no Staehr down in secret. And once again, walking into the stack. Tessa starts to rotate ramp. That frees up Katie into AWP in that position as well. But there's still 3 CTs in this top site. Just dropping off the hut roof. But is that the wrong time? This re-aggro is dangerous.
Oh, this timing missed over at the door, but Staehr gotta bear this in mind. They're gonna smoke him off at main, so he's never open to this push. His teammates learn about it the hard way. And even though Staehr's gonna reclaim one, I don't know if this entices Heroic to want to give the round a look in.
That's Heroic staying active, right? It's something we talk about a lot on this CT side. They love to make moves. They don't like to be sitting back and waiting. And even though they weren't convinced fully to drop heavy lower, they still got curious towards the hut. If they keep that double hut roof setup, that could have gone very well for them as N slip out into the A bomb site. But they push right into the patient open lobby, and they give ENCE a reason to commit on top. And a couple of well-placed entries for ENCE will win them the round. As they look for a 7 on a T side, nothing to turn your nose up at. Oh, that could have been a massacre. And Heroic will have complications here for their buy. They're not going to have 5 rifles, not even close. Oh, they're dropping FAMASes. I take it back.
Everyone always sleeps on the FAMAS.
Yeah, I don't class it as a rifle.
Fair. Although not, because it is, but... yeah, this was a nice round for ENCE, man. Like, you know, like you kind of highlighted already, it relied on the reposition of Heroic, but ENCE still found the perfect gap and exploited it in that moment.
Astralis with some energy towards the end. That was the pistol round, trolling, but then losing a swing round after a smoke push and a lineup leaves NaVi pressing on to 9 rounds at the end of half-time. A few rounds towards the end there for Astralis. Spirits are positive in both camps again. They're fighting for a place at the Lanxess. Not everybody can have one. Only half of these 2 teams will. 6 rounds for Astralis at half-time. We're expecting more. They've got a lot of work to do on their CT side. That can be made easier if they win this pistol. NaVi have a pilgrimage on this B bomb site, it looks like, or to it rather. But Astralis going very quickly through mid at the same time. Borup at the back of the B bomb site. Staehr with a nice frag. Taking some headshots at range will leave them standing, but with very low health, and like that in a flash there. Gone. Puff of smoke, and they're out of here. Remaining 4 of NaVi still outside this B bomb site, deciding what to do. Certainly being spotted. JL with 2 HP now. NaVi with 2 smokes and a molly. Might not get a chance to throw them with the way they keep pushing. Borup coming through now with the Julies and the bomb. Ema wondering about the mid position. Still living in a nightmare there. Denied from the ramp. So many plays were there earlier. And the trolling continues.
I mean, listen.
Simple's giving it back. In no uncertain terms, let's just say it.
Jesus. I love it.
Does that mean they're getting to him, though, or is Simple just doing Simple things?
I think he's just trolling back. I mean, also, it didn't go that well for Astralis when they did this after the first pistol round win, did it? Oh, Simple wants the Deeg now. I've noticed Simple does this a lot. Like, when you're a player of his talent, I think you always want to have a chance to do something in the round. But you've got to make sure you stay on top of your own economy. You don't want to force yourself out of a good buy in the future. Let's see, though, if his Deagle can do anything. There's a little angle. Just a little one.
How quiet.
I love that pistol from Astralis, though. Going back to that. Like, the aggression down mid. Hell yeah. Deny the B play. Just a really smart way of making sure that B site wasn't going to be lost. There's Simple falling. The Glocks trying their best, but too much backup on the Astralis side. blameF finishes the job. That was just the low buy, though. The true test is yet to come.
Love to see an MP7 enjoyer. can be forgiven for not rocking the whiteout, but still. Nice little SMG.
Yeah, I like it. It's a little more pricey, but for me at least, it pays off. Yeah, okay, so Simple buys the Deeg in the previous, and now he's on a Galil in this round.
Yeah, he didn't have the AWP when we expected on the first half either. After saving some cash and spending some extra, he believes in himself.
Oh, baby. Big damage onto Alexi over on the B side of the map, but it's mid-control for Astralis early. See how important that emphasis was for them in the first half. Now on the CT side, they want control of that position as well. Now what do NaVi do about that? They don't have many nades left, so retaking mid could be a little awkward. I think the upside in this round is you know it's unlikely Astralis have an AWP here. You're assuming this is a bonus round. So maybe you can just flash back into mid and look for those aim duels. Also have to be worried about B though. Look at those cave players. They could very quickly help out on this mid play.
Buzz dropped early. blameF with a lot to do. If he picks his timing right, could find the fly rate running off distraction. 3 kills for blameF. He may have done enough here. JL, though, will even the numbers once again. Getting around the corner in time. That bomb needs to be collected. 40 seconds on the clock. borup heavily tagged device with the MP7, which could be enough. A smoke towards CT. Not the greatest one we've seen, but still that bomb needs to be collected. JL Elephant hoofing it over towards his teammate. And Ima still needs to collect that bomb. 20 seconds. He knows where one of these two players is. Gets there eventually. Device going for the peak. That timing, that's slow timing from Ima. Will work out, but he doubts. He's not going the right way. borup's going to get the sound cues. 7 seconds to plant the bomb. Oh, this one's going to be nervous. Gun out. Wrong angle, though. They were just in mid for quite a long time. They gave a free kill towards the end, though. I don't know if they thought they knew where Astralis were, but they opened that door. They're going to regret that error.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this round. Firstly, I love the Astralis play in mid with 2 players lining up. Then, Astralis tried to get a flank down through B into mid. JL's holding for it. But that means that JL is then cut off from helping his teammate on mid in the 2v2. So I liked that NaVi had that protocol to deny that B aggression and that flank, but they'd lost the trade so badly at mid, it didn't help them in the long run. Astralis able to convert. Looked like Simple had a word with Ima after that round as well. Still a buy for NaVi though. Still pressure on Astralis in this one. Alexi will be making noise towards A, but he is just bait right now. The rest of the players sneaking into B. borup needs to be careful here. JL taking damage. borup now knows the spray only good for 1. Double entry onto the B bomb site. Buzz still close by. He can't deny the bomb plant. Finally gets the frag. And him is still trapped on the site itself. Buzz will know that, but the smoke is so well timed.
Kind of plays that borup was doing to them in the first half. Simple starting to run now. blameF waiting so long. He's got the kit for the squad. Time to get his skates on. Device facing with the Julies. Pulls out the AWP once again. Lined up on the site. Great flick. Alexi B is going to get dropped as well. Astralis are back.
God damn.
I never thought I would see such unhinged screaming from Device, but here we are.
Yeah, where's this come from? What happened to
That came from deep.
my friendly neighborhood Device? Wow, I'm loving it. Listen, there's a lot on the line here. That spot in the Lanxess. And blameF. This is why he's just so good. Like, always aware of possibilities. It takes a lot of commitment to hold for that long on the other side of the map. blameF, one of the best players in the world statistically on this map. Good example of why. Always understanding how the rotations are going to go down. And NaVi just gets stuck in a 2v2 where you're both on the bomb site still. Not the position you want to be in. Especially when Device is holding with that AWP up against you.
Where is that promise that we had for NaVi at halftime? They haven't found a round in this half just yet. Both pistols won by Astralis. Good indicator. Momentum in their favor as well. 7 rounds in a row for the squad. And I think this trolling and screaming actually keeps the stress even further away. It's keeping things jolly in the Astralis camp. Humor over stress.
Yeah. Definitely helping. I think you're seeing it from both teams when they're winning rounds. You can really tell that a huge part of Astralis' game plan on Ancient is that mid control on both sides. You can see now Staehr thinking about aggression. A little bit of damage done on the wall bang. NaVi still with no presence on mid, so Astralis will keep that control.
One flashbang for NaVi.
The spam wars continue over towards B. Molly is all you need to walk into this initial angle. But if you want to go all the way into the cave, you might need some more utility. There's that top mid smoke, so finally some play here. Buzz not getting the timing right on the spam. Device is still holding. Ooh. That's a warning shot onto Imma. Lucky to be alive there. 37 seconds and NaVi will group to B, but as you said, the utility is a little lacking.
Surely Bit goes past that smoke. I think the opportunity might have gone now. 3 over towards this bomb site for Astralis, a 4th on the way in. NaVi have not broken ground just yet. It's them getting broken by Astralis. Running low on the bullets is there, but has he done enough? Ooh. 18 seconds to plant the bomb. LXCB finds a flurry. Simple in position now. Simple and Immo are tagged heavily. No HEs left. blameF starts to lurk in mid once again. 2-on-3 for Astralis with the kits moving away this time.
No dice for Astralis on this occasion. Too difficult to get back into B at a man disadvantage, and with blameF a little far away from the action. Wonder if we get a reaction out of NaVi here. I think they seem pretty calm. Tying things up 10-10. This game is given right now. Oh, it's actually Imma dying to the bomb there at the end. That could actually be relevant. NaVi's money not too great right now.
No one's money's too great right now. And that AWP for Device may be even more instrumental.
This second shot. Oh, that's really what wins them the round.
NaVi will have much better utility, though, than they did previously. That might make up for it. The MP9's coming out for Astralis, 10 rounds apiece. NaVi finally breaking the streak of rounds that Astralis have had. They need to identify where this AWP is. Currently looking towards long A. It's a great start from Imma. Pre-firing the smoke towards Red Room. And Device is pulled off of A immediately. Buzz will have to spot. While Device has a look to see what the climate is around mid.
Yeah, Astralis a man down, decide they'll try and take back a bit of map control. They'll try and take a bit of a risk there on mid. And now with that lack of players spotted in that position, they'll stack a bomb site instead, specifically over towards B. Big swing round here. And Astralis might have the right read on the situation. It might not matter though. Staehr has been tagged down to 4 health on those wall bangs.
That last HE's in mid, however. But he will have to think twice about where he chooses to stand. Device was fishing for this angle on the T side a fair few times. Speed of Deagle or an AWP. Will try to hold from here if he can. Smoke starts to come through though. 30 seconds on the clock for NaVi. Imma still lurking in that mid position. Buzz separated, Vorep delivering for now. Traded immediately. And they start to move forward. What can they really do, Astralis? There with 4 HP. Falling back immediately. 3 men remaining was the cutoff point. As soon as one is dropped, they disconnect. But it seems NaVi might not be done just yet.
Oh, Imma not 100% ready for Staehr there. So an AK into his hands. Simple, who's had a little bit of a quiet map. He's been good. He's been solid still. Was thinking about pushing, but decides against it. NaVi into the lead. Device just not able to get involved there. I think, unfortunately, the flash, it can be good, but when the players are already looking towards the left side, it's kind of hard to blind them there with that flash that Device threw. So borup only goes 1 for 1. There's obviously no further assistance onto the site, and when you're already a man down, that is not going to be good enough for Astralis on this occasion. Good to see IEM using that snappy aim of his. Aggressive rifler, definitely capable of delivering impact rounds like that. And it was very loud earlier. It's all got a bit quiet here. Maybe because we are getting into the late stages of the game and this one still hangs in the balance. Astralis with only those 2 save guns to work with in this round, though. This is a good opportunity for NaVi to get into a 12-10 lead.
It's going to require guesswork for Astralis. With the pointier weapons in this round that they have. If they are to have a chance. Device likes that donut position. And he's there once again. 3 mollies for NaVi. If they can hold them 4 and execute, they'll really need one in donut if they choose to pursue mid. And Device might be the right man in the right place if they are to challenge his position. 3 men on the A bomb site. Astralis have the stack. The AK-47 is here as well. Device is in the flames, but delivering a second kill again. He's really maimed them. Staehr with the AK now won't last long. And borup is the last man coming through mid with that USP. They've solved the problem, NaVi. borup will rescue the AK-47. No chance for the AWP on this occasion. NaVi moves to 12. 3rd round in a row for NaVi.
Solid recovery in the round for NaVi. Simple's getting very vocal again on the NaVi side. Definitely hear that a lot from him. Okay, as soon as I said it, he stopped talking. No, there you go. I'm not a liar.
He said 1 word approximately.
Oh, right. Look, there's a few. There's a few. Look, the monitor's covering his mouth, man. The monitor's covering his mouth. It's not my fault. Big round for Astralis then. Pressure will be on them. And Device, who was looking good with the AWP, will not have that available to him in this round. See how much of a difference that makes in this upcoming round. Do Astralis still contest for mid? They have made sure to get good utility in this buy, so I wouldn't be surprised if they go for those mollies again. Normally you want at least 1 molly, sometimes 2. The nade there as well. Alexi burnt to a crisp on the mid play.
Great combo, and it continues. They'll make up for that lack of AWP with map control. A promising start indeed, but Simple is heading towards the A-bomb site. They'll understand there's big presence in mid, but what of A? With no AWP, what is there to be done? borup will call for reinforcements. Rotation into donut for blameF. Maybe Buzz as well. Flashes and counters. borup showing the elbow, but delivering out. Dueling Simple with the FAMAS, and Bit can't do any better. NaVi had advantages in this round, but they've all disappeared now.
See if there's anything for NaVi to do here. Because these B players are split, but Device, oh, he's been caught. And now there's only Staehr on this side of the map. Oh, big fight for him to win. If he goes down there, suddenly the round hangs in the balance. But instead, IEM will be thinking about damage, which could be important here. You want to keep that CT economy down, and that fight is a good start. They now know where he is. He's hoping someone peeks him, but the peek comes from the other side. Astralis back to winning ways. And yeah, that was Simple just trying to make the play on A. As you said, there's so much emphasis on mid there for Astralis that Simple realizes, okay, there's probably only 1 player on A. I'm happy to take this aim duel with the AK. It was a great idea. He was aware of borup's position. It's just the way it worked out didn't really favor him in the grand scheme of things. borup doing a fantastic job as that A-site anchor. And as soon as that move fails, that's the round done.
Astralis showing their strength on the CT side. Not going to be easy to put down for NaVi. They've got the money to offer some buy. But what can they do with the information they've absorbed so far? Those grenades were fantastic from Astralis. You can see why they prioritized them, why the FAMAS was coming out so full grenades could be acquired. Used them very, very well indeed.
It's a big contrast in that timeout. Astralis looked jolly, they were laughing. Blade was very serious, very stern. I like that from the coach though. Make sure that everyone knows what they need to do in the upcoming round. Smoke down, flash to follow. Alexi will use that to join his teammates on mid. And this time, Astralis' utility won't be doing anything on mid early.
Yeah, NaVi have adjusted their approach of the swing from the side of B. However, Astralis has changed their setup as well. Maybe expecting more of a challenge this time from NaVi. Not sending it down mid on this occasion.
Ooh. Dangerous game Buzz was playing. blameF, normally so good in this position.
Oh boy!
That flash is absolutely perfect from borup.
Great response. NaVi challenging the last round of Astralis. Something else entirely for this one. Walking into traps, counter flashes. They'll let them have red room, but where does the bomb go? At the back of mid. Someone's got to go back to get it, and blameF is still in that donut position.
The utility sucks here for NaVi. This is the last bit of utility being used over to B. I don't think it's going to draw enough of a response, though. Astralis is just going to stay put in their setup, and with 32 seconds, NaVi needs some banging shots here.
Oh, is he going to check this one? Indeed he is, but blameF is going to deliver all the frags he needs to. No answer to this setup from Astralis.
I'm telling you, man, blameF is a beast in donut. I feel like this is the only chance he gets to be in donut, you know? Like, in real life, I'm sure he's on some mad diet to keep that body. So he makes the most of it when he's here in CS. That was a very, very good hold. Get the AK in his hands. Fights come to him. And I mean, look at the minimap. 3 X's in blameF's position. Round done. And NaVi make that decision to save on the last 2 players. So those players don't get money. They were on small loss bonus anyway. But it does leave the team slightly disjointed with their money.
That pop flash was glorious. And the smoke after to just shut it down. You can see this is getting very difficult for the NaVi squad. And you can see that Simple really badly wants to make it to the Lanxess in 2 maps. That might not be up to them though, because Astralis are looking like a brick wall on Ancient at the moment. How do they solve these problems? They're trying to adjust to Astralis, but Astralis are dramatically changing their setup. Simple plays being very effective. The pistols for round 25 start to stream into the B-bomb site, and Staehr could be in some trouble, but is anyone here to trade? Indeed they are. Device delivering in the meantime. Gets dropped as I say that. Bit doing was best he can to make this winnable for NaVi. Alexi swinging, and that's the bomb committed to CT territory. Simple in a clutch of 1 bullet in the Gilil, runs out, and the USP will defeat him. The frustration continues for NaVi.
Yeah, so the standard B execute, you'll see the 2 smokes on either side and just trying to get the bomb down. But this is a round where they didn't have as much, so NaVi try and rely on pace. They smoke off that cave side. They try and just get as deep into the site as quickly as they can. That's what they're relying on in this round. And so the fact they get stalled out, even though it ends up being even trades initially, they don't have any smokes up. The rotate from Astralis arrives. It pays off for them. And now NaVi down on pistols again. Late game economy becoming an issue here for NaVi. This time they'll send it on A.
borup eating a massive flashbang, but Buzz is going to help out in the fragging department. 5-on-3, stuck in the choke point. NaVi, they've got the bomb. The flashes keep coming. And there is the first kill. Getting a bit better now. In all this time, Staehr's been chilling on the B-bomb site. Keeping a close eye on how committed that bomb is, and as we can see, not completely. Off to B they go. Buzz slowly moving to the center column of the map. Minute 10, you can see Staehr playing all the way back. Bit crosses to the side. That's not the bomb carrier though. Pulling the grenades out. Flash to his left-hand side, trying to buy time. Going for the frag, speaking of time, NaVi. But the flashes from the B bomb site, the synergy is great, but the magazine is empty. Buzz will trade regardless. Astralis to 14. It's been 4 rounds in a row. 4 rounds either side of the 3 NaVi have been able to muster in this half. Not looking good for the T side.
Astralis able to deny the pace of that round. And even though NaVi get towards that B bomb site, you could see Astralis was remaining in control of that scenario, playing back on purpose, having that flash lined up. And we have not seen the level we expect out of Simple here on this one. Currently bottom fragging the server, 11 for 19 right now. And that is after he had such an exceptional series earlier against FaZe, where he dropped a 1.5 rating. And I think that's why we're seeing a little frustration from Simple, because he knows how close this map is, and he knows that if he could just have a couple of moments, NaVi might have a chance here to steal away Astralis' map pick, but it's looking less and less likely with each round that's played. Astralis 14-12 up. This gun round almost a must-win for NaVi now.
Yeah, Astralis are absolutely the better team on Ancient from what we're seeing. This CT performance is well prepared. Again, that push from the side of B, very close to a chance for a kill there, but still 10 men stand. Smoked off once more. This will slow things down dramatically. There's still a fair amount of util here for NaVi, especially these mollies. But mid is a no-go area at the beginning of these rounds for NaVi. Yorp is in play once again. Position unknown. We've seen Device in Donut. We've seen him on A. This time, he's pushing B, it seems.
We've seen NaVi have that separate approach to try and take mid control, helping out from the B side. Hasn't worked for them, though. And so that means they use a bit more utility, but still haven't taken mid entirely. And that lack of utility could be a factor here. They're setting up outside A, only a couple of smokes, so you have to assume this is the end goal in this round on the A site.
Simple, but will it be effective?
Is that a missed smoke on the site?
4 up, coming out of Donut on the site. Buzz is here as well. NaVi moving tightly together, finally getting their entry. Buzz dangerous though, 10 seconds to get this bomb planted. He's doing his best to try and stop it. Looking for Bit. The USP again causing huge problems, but it's a man advantage for NaVi. Device creeping with the AWP. JL, oh, he just looks to his right-hand side. And that leaves Staehr in the clutch. 1 on 3, and JL will be enough. The score is still close. There's been a lot of failures for NaVi, but they don't need that much success to take this one over the line.
Yeah, that looked like it was going to get sketchy for NaVi when they have such little time remaining. But that smoke in the middle of sight actually does work for them. I was really worried that the bomb planter might just get spammed. But Borup ends up fighting from Donut. And that's the thing, sometimes you're expecting that Donut smoke, and when you have to fight, it can become awkward. NaVi swing together, it's effective. It's a solution for NaVi. They need more where that came from, though.
They need this round. They must win this round if they are to win this map. This is where they break Astralis, who look way better, look way stronger in this half.
Got to remember on the Astralis side of things, they've won both pistols here. On your map pick, that has to be a recipe for success. There would be no real arguments if they were to end up losing this map. They would have just been outplayed, even if it's come down to some close scenarios. Re-aggression on mid. Are they aware of him behind? There's the trades coming in. It's complete chaos, but NaVi only get a 2-for-2 trade, and two of their players are so low on health. The bomb dropped on the floor. This doesn't look good for NaVi right now.
And you know Device is lurking somewhere. Oh, the timing. One must be careful. One of the three players at Red Room. Two bomb sites to defend. What is the read for NaVi? 33 seconds. Where does Buzz go? Heading towards B. Oh, this bomb. This is nervous territory. JL will offer some grenades at the front of the B bomb site, but it is such a crawl for NaVi through Red Room. 20 seconds. They're going to have to run whichever bomb site they go to. Device on the A bomb site. Astralis committed on B. They can't walk to the site. There's surely not enough time with two players to frag. We've got JL coming in from the side. If the bomb carrier falls, 6 seconds to plant the bomb. Oh, this is just way too long. Oh, he's done the measurements for this one.
Not enough time for NaVi at the end of the round. And Astralis,
oh dear,
so close to the map win right now.
That's a miscalculation.
At such a bad time for it as well. Those initial mid trades are a big reason why NaVi struggled to have an end goal in this round. But you've got to move in quicker, and Alexi knows it. Map point for Astralis on their map pick.
They just didn't have the time to make a play that takes that long. That was the window. They've still got guns for round 29 though. That's a stressful round, but it's behind us. Limited util, one flash at this point. Do they play out a long drawn out round here with what little they have? Do they try and barrel into a site? Imma's got a good spot here. They've got 4 players around the B bomb site. That bomb's in a very rearward position.
Device again back to this position. Frag distribution, fantastic for Astralis. Buzz has really stepped up in this second half. He was a little behind, but now he's near the top. Simple also up on this angle. Device holding.
Imma's got angles on the B bomb site, but what do NaVi understand might be happening here? Do they use Bit to try and find out? 44 seconds.
Again, the nades are really bad. They have no nades to get this orb off the angle, but Simple will get the trade instead.
Yeah, bomb spotted, but they've done the job. They've created the space. What part does Bit have to play in this one? It's Astralis with the flashbangs. That clock is continuing to tick, and they need to trade that frag. They have horrible positions for where Staehr is. We'll see if Buzz can get active as well. Alexi B with a huge frag, and Simple is here as well, coming to life late on. Oh boy, the money for Astralis is down the pooper.
What a step up from Simple. We were waiting patiently for him to have some impact. That's the moment where onto the B site, it looks so uncomfortable. It looks so difficult with the lack of nades. And yet he lands 3 massive shots to bring us to round 30. And what are Astralis going to have in this upcoming round? I mean, sure, blameF is saving. You're about to see the money for everyone else is absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, I think atrocious is the most accurate word for the current situation. Insta trade from Simple. Great headshot onto Buzz. And he's just forcing his way into the next round at the end of that one.
I think it's so huge that it's Simple's AWP that gets those shots as well. Because when you don't have the smoke on those sides, it's long-range angles, it's not easy. And especially getting that trade onto the Device early, that was massive. And here we go, round 30. Mid-control again for Astralis. Those pistol players looking to close the distance. blameF spamming from range.
They must not let the clock become their enemy in this round, NaVi. Still the presence from Astralis, but NaVi are avoiding the variance in mid.
I like Astralis trying this. Like, try and put some presence on the map. See if you can force NaVi to take some time to reclaim this map control. As you said, the time factor could be the one thing that Astralis try and put in their favor in this round.
Inviting a response on this bomb site. There's the pop flash. Util disappearing. Still some mollies for NaVi, but again, the time. It looks promising with what's being offered. A four-man focus, but again, Astralis have got the numbers in the right place. That clock continues to tick, and I'm sure you will get increasingly nervous if you're rooting for NaVi, if you're rooting for overtime, starting to move through 30 seconds. Swinging on the site as the Molotovs are gone. Some of it will be cleared though. blameF boosted. The man with the rifle is here. 23 seconds to get this bomb planted. Simple's got to commit to the bomb plant before these smokes go. Taking some pot shots, switching out for a rifle, but down he goes. This is what we were looking for. blameF down to the 1v1. 10 seconds to plant his bomb. He can fall back. He can just grief, but he's looking the wrong way in that 1v1. These rounds are so nervous, but they've survived the tests.
So much chaos at the end of the round. You can see players getting lost all over the map. Simple couldn't get that bomb down. Plants exposed. But most importantly, blameF had no idea where that final man was. IEM comes up and gets the easiest shot of his life into the side of blameF. And we go to overtime. NaVi just about hold on, and we're straight into it. Mid-control again, the initial objective for Astralis, but IEM wants to fight through. And those smokes have forced Astralis to play back this time. Oh, a little more active from Device this time. How far does he go? He hits steps. Alexi somehow snuck by. So close to finding the angle there, Device, but not meant to be. Not yet. How is Alexi getting away with this?
Feels like he's trying to punish wild assumptions. And indeed, they did get away with that. And even more than that, the smoke is up on the site as well. They have to go on this, NaVi. They have to go on this. They've been gifted an entry into the bomb site. An early one. As Alexi starts to move in to get that bomb planted. JL lost in the meantime, and it is a war of attrition in terms of utility on the B bomb site. All of Astralis round the back. One flash for both squads at this point. NaVi have been tanking damage. Getting smoked off the site. Here comes that last piece of util, swinging through his bit. But not quite finishing off the job though. NaVi are losing their angles here. Simple avoids the flash. And now Buzz is the last one standing, and NaVi are in the lead. A resurgence from them. The struggle's been real. They've been underdogs round after round, but they take the first one.
There's a risk taken by Astralis in that round. They try and rely upon Device to be so alone on that bomb site, but that means IEM can get in behind. NaVi get into a good post plant. Simple was screaming his comms. He wanted them to immediately move into B. And you can see why. Time ticking down at the end. Simple lands a couple of good AWP shots. It is NaVi into the lead.
Yeah, you absolutely have to play on that read. The unlikely frag onto Device. He understood the mission immediately. All right, Simple. Simple is on the server, certainly. Again, Astralis successful with the early challenges in mid. Places for Staehr to stand appear to be extremely limited on the B-bomb site.
I feel like whenever Staehr gets tagged up, they end up just using him to boost someone else instead. That's going to happen again. They figure that's what he's best for at this point. Device getting that different angle. Meanwhile, Astralis still hanging on to mid. That will be really helpful if there is a commitment from NaVi. They could have a quick flank. But NaVi remain uncommitted with 53 seconds remaining. There's another smoke lineup. Buzz still watching up top. Finally, Astralis fade back, but they've bought a lot of time in that position. They still have nades left. And NaVi is still spread across the map here. 38 seconds. Looks like a fake onto B, and they'll try and commit over to A.
There's no sound cue to bit just yet, but look at the read from Astralis. They're just posting up into more aggressive positions on A, at least as far as Borup is concerned. And here comes that rotation, but there's a third man making their way. They understand exactly what's happening, Astralis. Pre-fire from Buzz, the trades are here, but again, that clock is so far ticked. They're waiting to stop the bomb plant. That's the priority. blameF is here. There's a crossfire for the CTs, and surely there isn't time. It's happening again for NaVi. 6 seconds, that's a wrap.
Nothing for Simple to do. All tied up. Simple will go down. Doesn't really matter with the money you have in overtime, but that's just Astralis doing such a great job at holding mid in that round, because NaVi tried to fake B. The smoke started fading by the time they got back to A, though, because they took so long to clear mid. They were so concerned about close angles. They were mollying that close right cubby, and that means Astralis have all the time in the world to get a third player over to that A bomb site. That makes all the difference. That mid control really paying dividends for Astralis in that round. This time NaVi want to take it away from them. A little hesitant, but they do win the first fight. Quick trade from blameF, but he's stuck up top.
Yeah, Lexi's got to be careful. He's way too close to that smoke. Oh, device. Another swing and a miss. It's a heavy warning for JL. Not much he can do about that one. Device. Oh! All right, then. That's a great way to take a lead in the last round and a half.
No
Very
way.
nice 1D. Fast-moving round now as NaVi's options are limited, sending it into the A-bomb site. borup abusing this angle once again. Flash swinging behind it as well, and that allows his teammate to go in and clean up. Great play from him. Astralis 17 to the 16 of NaVi. This is getting real urgent for both squads.
That dig through the smoke is just ridiculous. Like, what can you do if you're JL? I mean, you are spamming, so you're giving away your position, but it shouldn't be a 1D. They nearly got the kill onto device. Instead, they got the info that B is clear, and those players on A fight through.
That flash from borup was awesome. He made them face him in the flash, so his teammate can just swing in and deal with blind players afterwards. Great little detail, but now the sides are switched. And NaVi will enjoy some control for the time being of mid, but generally it feels like Astralis are better prepared for control of Ancients.
Ooh. blameF might have seen something there. Very close on that angle. Look at how much utility NaVi have used early in this round. It is often the case on Ancient. You want to put down those early incendiaries, deny the early map control. Smoke extinguished the molly there so that Imma can stay in cubby. But there's a smoke into top mid, so Imma might be isolated in this mid position. How much can he get out of this?
Still more flashes for Astralis as well, and they've used them very well on this bomb, on this map of Ancient in general. But just in time, it comes for Imma. Delaying now. Astralis have to deal with him, it feels like. And he's wasting their time. They're not able to play their game, what they want to do, because they're just trying to deal with him. How much time has he killed?
Wow.
He's even killed Device. He's dropped a bomb. Staehr with 6 HP. Astralis losing the round in mid.
How is that not a kill from Simple? A leg shot lands, and the USP will finish the job. This shot Staehr leads to the round loss.
They all die in mid.
Just what an overperformance from Imma. I don't know how he gets away with that. Like, sure, the flash initially from Simple, fantastic. And I think Imma was giving credit for that. Sets him up for the early success. But then he's able to swing onto the second player, and then even in the molly, just about able to find the final frag on device.
His sheer presence there ruined the entire round for Astralis. Deoxyribonucleic acid of Astralis all over that mid position.
Oh boy.
17 apiece now, and things are getting real fast in mid. Trades, and it'll go advantage NaVi. Alexi B finds himself with 2. This is the kind of variance that NaVi are looking for.
Can see how hard it can be to challenge mid early on that T side. NaVi that time had 3 players mid early, and you can do that because one of them can just go into Donut to go help back on A later. It's unlikely you're going to get a rush onto A all that quickly. And with that man advantage, AWP shifted into the hands of Imma. He will be left solo A. while NaVi reinforce the B-bomb site heavily. And that looks like just the right call right now. And look at this re-aggression. All three of them going for it. This flank could be deadly.
Oh boy, it certainly will be. That's a good start. blameFC's only one.
And now they can just drop back to the site and defend that as well.
There's util usage, but no one checked for Alexi B. borup goes down for free. And Buzz is in a 1 versus 3 after that kill. 33 seconds, he's got time to fake them out. But now the molly has gone. Oh, he's got himself a nice 1v1. Footsteps being made. He's got some info. They've got to be careful now, NaVi. This is winnable for Buzz. 19 seconds, looking for one more, but Simple will deny him. Game point for NaVi. Can they actually pull this off?
Astralis have had their chances, but it's NaVi that get map point in overtime. One chance to break the 5-map winning streak of Astralis on this map. That's those initial kills from Alexi. And then the mid-round aggression was great from NaVi. 3 of them stick together. They say we'll use our strength in numbers. And it even gives them time to get Alexi back to the bomb site to ensure they have the round and the chance to steal away this map. Oh, Bit gets in behind. That mid presence paying off again, but Astralis realize if it's heavy mid, maybe B is weak. Smokes come in, and they've got a good chance of the bomb plant.
How many people will be here for the retake for NaVi? Not losing anybody through the smoke, so for now it'll be 5. If it's even a retake, Alexi B on the bomb sites already. Device posted up, deals with that, but they've been waiting. That incendiary is a problem. The flashes are here as well. Back and forth go to frags though. Plenty of time. 3-on-3, Device creeping ever closer. And Buzz is here as well. Good info for NaVi. But how do they avoid the frags of Device? blameF on the ramp, bomb planted. Buzz has the flashes. Is there a way to get them deployed usefully though? Device has a very strong angle. Simple moving forth. Flashes are up. Simple's down, so is Bit, and we aren't done just yet. They get all the kills on the bomb site. That was a big test for Astralis, but we're not done just yet.
That was not an easy round to negotiate on that B site. And Buzz in particular deserves so much credit. There were many moments where he had to decide, am I planting the bomb or am I fighting? What decision do I need to make here? And Buzz made all the right calls. Found the final 2 headshots as a reward for his patience, his composure as such a young player. And Astralis won't lose their home map yet. Another overtime at the ready. NaVi stick on that CT side, and Astralis making a bit of noise on B early. A couple of smokes were deployed here. NaVi won't be too stressed yet, though.
I think everyone's very stressed all the time with these rounds.
Sure. I mean, when there's a spot of the Laxus on the line, you'd be crazy if you weren't.
So aggressive around B. Smokes up for Astralis in the mid position. No contests for the time being. Presence shown from Donut though. Where is Simple? I think you found your answer. 56 seconds on the clock. Astralis still enjoying the luxuries of an uncontested mid. But there's a double donut set up for NaVi, which may have a part to play in this round. Staehr moving through with the bomb. Great info. They're lining up for a flurry. Bit finds 2. Immo is here as well. Bomb on the floor again. 40 seconds remain. borup on his own. That's a big headshot for him to deliver. But now he's the last man standing. Last man to fall. Alexi with the cleanup at the end. And NaVi lead once more.
Favorable trades for NaVi on the initial hold in Donut, having that set up between them. And a quick response on the rotate, but Bit deserves so much credit for that double kill. Means that Simple can just get that AWP in position. The lack of utility there for Astralis was so devastating. They didn't have flashes. They didn't have any smokes. Just one smoke to cut off Simple could have made a big difference, but not available to them.
Have a look at this. Bit's going to have the sound cues. He's got to pull rotation immediately, trying to hold down some space. No aggression from Astralis in mid this time, but it hasn't been from NaVi either. Bit still standing. Hold on to Donut for the retake. No, going back into the site and finding a second. Alexi coming through as well. That'll make it a 3-on-3. borup fighting for control. Bit trying to make his way through the smoke or find something. He's got some room to play with. What about borup though? He's in a very awkward spot, very aggressive spot rather. Device waiting for the smoke to go. Who strikes next? Bit still has a flash. JL's got plenty of bullets for his opponent. Simple with the CZ takes borup out of contention. blameF in the clutch. 1v3. Carrying the bomb. Minutes on the clock. Trying to find something in the corner of the smoke and he finds it.
Simple won't be happy about that. A little gap in the smoke might have opened the door for blameF, but he's still so low. What does Bit decide to do? Mid has to be a consideration, but at the same time, you want to beat blameF to B, and he might do just that. Oh, the timing! blameF somehow sneaks by! Still a wallbang, though. It's very possible. I don't think blameF can plant this.
He's got 30 seconds. He can try to find a kill if he thinks he needs to. Timing's not in his favor, though. NaVi have 2 from 2.
Astralis' home map under threat right now. They have not lost Ancient so far on their run here at Cologne. They've won it twice in the play-in, 3 times in the groups. If they lose it here against NaVi, they might be in real trouble.
Oh, man. There's so much tension. 2018 for NaVi. Astralis will feel like they shouldn't be in this spot, but NaVi are fighting tooth and nail for this one. So are Astralis. They really need at least 1 round from this half to send it straight towards A. And for once, not contest mid and still not come out on top. Has to really hit them in the guts. NaVi with a good amount of util at minute 20. Repositioning after the initial offerings. Alexi B wondering about mid, where he'll find 3 T players at least.
Simple just got forced away from Cave by a molly. Oh, borup finds an angle. JL not ready for that one. And so Astralis have their opportunity to secure at least 1 T round. The device is in the perfect place at the perfect time to deal with Alexi. Give Astralis a 5-on-3 that surely they have to close.
Simple might not survive from this position. It is Simple though. The bomb is alone on ramp. He was headed in that direction. And now the rotation is on. How much info do they have, NaVi? 35 seconds, Bit on the A bomb site, but this rotation is coming through immediately now. Bit's in so much trouble. Down he goes, but the CTs are not far away. Emma will get Buzz for free. Just going to slow the bomb plant, and Simple can get into position in the clutch now. 1 versus 4, we're asking a lot. But there's nothing to lose and everything to gain for Simple in this one. Again, Astralis desperately need a round from this. Simple on the Deagle. Double peek on the way for Staehr and borup. Switching out for the AWP. That's a big entry. Fine second one. More to collect though. Molly to try and isolate the fights. That clock is ticking. He's got to find these kills quickly. There's so many places they could be. Down to the Deagle. Bomb exposed. 1 round taken by Astralis. The smallest of buffers.
Yeah, you see the respect they give to Simple there. They realize, listen, this is a 4v1. Let's just not give him the fights. Even after the first kill goes against you, you realize that bomb is pretty far ticked. You tuck in and you give him no opportunities. Got to give big props to Buzz. He is top fragging right now. The young man delivering for Astralis, helping them stay in this one. But NaVi have the lead. 20-19 in their favor. First to 22 takes the map. Staehr almost getting the right timing on that lineup. NaVi all into B early. There's only 1 CT here. It's borup on the bomb site who could be in trouble. He goes down, and NaVi have B for free.
Great timing with Device over towards A long as well. Staehr showing some presence, trying to hold some map control, but Alexi takes it for free. 3 players come to face him. The response from NaVi aggressive in this one. Very nervous territory for Astralis. We're looking at a game point for NaVi if they conclude this. They haven't planted a bomb just yet, but the numbers are dwindling for Astralis. blameF looking for a flank. Bit looking for a blameF. Got Immord by the ramp as well. That's blameF dealt with. Buzz has a lot to do. They're lining up for him. It's just the one though, and we're back again with more game points for NaVi.
Massive round from JL. He gets all 3 entries onto that B-bomb site. But it's all about that initial frag that gets them all that map control in the first place. And then NaVi don't sweat at any moment. The way they just have 3 of them swinging into cave, they don't try and force the bomb plant immediately. They stick together as a squad and close out a huge round. And Astralis again in trouble. This is the map that's been so reliable for them. Can they find a way? Staehr goes aggressive. We haven't seen this too much, but instant trade from Emma. 4v4 right at the start of the round.
That makes things all the more urgent for Astralis. blameF in a very forward position towards long A. They'll have to make up for the shortcomings. No one in Donut, not even Device. He's in Red Room at present. And he might have some chances. Astralis looking for more. 2-man setup in B. Spots 2 then. But Imor is lost. Simple now, posting up on the bomb site. Has the scope been heard? 2-man swing. So urgent for Astralis, but maybe too urgent. Buzz and Borup both dropped on B. Device coming in from the back needs to be the hero. It's going to have to be quick scopes for him. Bombs getting planted. There is utility for this squad if blameF can get into position. Have they heard the scope? blameF again coming from the back, as he often is. Device running distraction, showing presence in the meantime. Oh, he could find 2. No one's checking for blameF. Laser focused on Device, and suddenly Alexi's in the clutch. Through the smoke he goes. blameF's got all the util, but does he have a lineup, Alexi? Standing in the smoke for now, looking to come back. He's got to get on that bomb. Smoke, he's got a kit. Creeping around the smoke! Alexi pulls the knife out! We're not done just yet!
Alexi didn't realize blameF goes the other way. I thought he was just going to try and spam through the wood, but he gets baited into making the move forward. And what a round from blameF. One of those lurks finally paying off. NaVi had no clue. They were not ready for him to come in behind, both with backs turned. And blameF spots Alexi trying to sneak into the smoke, into the site.
They've always checked for blameF. They've always looked behind them, apart from that time, apart from when it counts the most. One of their 2 game points in this overtime. They've had them before. And yet here we are. Oh, the flash, the trade again. A mirror of the previous round. Different members, but the same thing. blameF going further this time. Getting an earlier advantage in the 4-on-4. Maybe now they can sit back on this one.
NaVi waiting. But there's no real reason for Astralis to move.
They don't want a repeat of the last rounds, where they had 2 players get caught on B, urgently trying to find something. They found something already. And Device's position unknown. He can just appear anywhere with that AWP.
He's got full mid control as well. That is massive for Astralis right now. If they see much presence on one side of the map, they know that it's the full commitment. They can immediately start the rotate. 43 seconds. And NaVi start to group outside B, but Device reinforcing with a smoke. This is going to be so hard for NaVi to break in.
These rounds get nervous for NaVi when that clock starts to tick. 1 versus 4 for Alexi. More rounds to come. More rounds to come.
We go again.
NaVi just can't put them away. They've had, I think, at least 4 game points, NaVi. But here we are.
Doesn't matter now.
It would still be an upset, in my opinion, if they were able to convert it. But how many rounds do they need in order to do that? Everything is even once more. Astralis continue on the CT side. Have they got a depth to keep giving these different looks to Astralis? Solve the problem once again. And a few rounds of blameF has been sending it long A. On this occasion, no one's there. Very prompt from NaVi as Alexi shows plenty of presence. Standing on the A bomb site, Buzz traded immediately. How much did he see though?
Oh, Device getting on that angle just a little too late. But again, Astralis have that mid control, and this time they're not just going to sit with it. They're going to make the move forward, and they might need to, because as it stands, Staehr is alone on B. He could require assistance very quickly. Only one smoke for NaVi. There's a chance they just try and go contact into this B bomb site, but if that were the case, well, Device is thinking about rotating. Now that smoke comes in. Simple's just going to scope in on this right side, but borup's on the flank.
Oh, Staehr's trying to delay as much as he can. They're not going to go through it. Is anybody checking the back? blameF is still standing, so they should always be. Down goes JL. They are surrounded. 40 seconds. The choke point is open, and Staehr is here. So are the flashbangs, and it's an abattoir on the bomb site. No plot, no hope for NaVi. 4 standing at the end of the round for Astralis.
Oh, you can see the toll this game is taking on these players right now. Especially when NaVi have had their chances to close it. And now you go 1 down in the 3rd overtime. Just too much information for Astralis. Great move in the mid-round to get in behind. It's a risk, but one that pays off. We go right back into it. NaVi grouped outside B again, but the bomb left at spawn. Staehr has made a few aggressive moves in this position. This time happy to play back towards the cave itself. And that molly will make up his mind for him. We have got that orb of Device here. He's had a couple of big holds on the B bomb site. This time he ducks into cave instead. NaVi's still trying to feel out where they want to end this round. They've kept control of B lane. They haven't really poked too much towards the bomb site. They will now focus on mid instead. 55 seconds, and again Astralis holding on to their utility fairly effectively here. Finally NaVi will make that move up through mid. But what are they going to do with it? That's the question Astralis are trying to figure out right now. Could the time be a factor again for NaVi? 33 seconds. They've got to get this figured out now.
To solve Donut with 2 CTs in, with 25 seconds on the clock, they are nowhere near the bomb site, and this has to be so difficult to watch. 20 seconds, surely there's no way. Whoa. More incendiaries are coming. 14 seconds, 2 CTs on the bomb site, and borup will slaughter. Simple with 20 HP. They've simply waited too long. They haven't taken the utility away, and the map might be slipping away as well.
NaVi struggling to find answers, and Astralis loving every second of it. Alexi trying to take charge for his team, but that's a round where those mollies are just so brutal. You go running through. We were watching it. We were wondering if the time would be an issue again, and borup can just hold mouse 1. He says, you know what? You're not getting near the bomb site in time. I'm just going to keep shooting. I'm going to deny you from rounding the corner. And it's Astralis' turn to cackle away. They've got a 2-round lead, and Device could be in trouble. Both players low. The nade bounces back. No frag yet.
The way NaVi have lost some of these rounds and the amount of game points they have had, you have to wonder what their psyche will be moving forward if they are to lose this one. They've had Astralis on the back foot in multiple overtimes. But here they are now, 0 for 2 on the T side.
A battle of endurance at this point. Buzz happy to take this headshot angle with the AK, but now decides to dip back. NaVi look like they want to make up their minds a little sooner in this round. The bomb with JL coming back to A. This A site hold has been solid though. Borup in position, boosted. It's 2 AKs on the hold.
They smoked off Donut. What did Astralis make of that? Oh, they haven't checked for him properly. Here he comes, Borup looking for 2. 1 will be enough for the time being. Buzz pre-firing Donut. Has a lot of people coming his way. 25 seconds on the clock. blameF now has got an angle, and surely some of NaVi will be lost to this one. The bomb carrier, of course. 16 seconds again. It's run to the bottom. Bomb in hands. 12 seconds. Smoke is up for now. 1v1. alexiB and blameF always coming in from the back.
Bomb has been planted.
Oh boy. Sound cues. But where does he go? Will the bomb be planted for him? blameF with a Desert Eagle and an AWP. Alexi with the angles. Resetting the situation. HE grenade. Oh, it doesn't cover enough. blameF delivers the kill, and it's 3-0 in the half. They're back. This one's in the bag as far as the Astralis are concerned. Oh boy.
And it's Alexi versus blameF again. It was Alexi versus blameF in the previous 1v1 when he had the chance to close the map. This time, blameF wins it for a second time. But on this occasion, it's for Astralis to get up to map point. And the reaction says everything. blameF looks relaxed. Alexi looks like he would rather be anywhere else right now. Double AWP setup taken by NaVi. They want to find a way to win all 3 CT rounds. Flash in, looks good, but JL can't find anything.
The dream is collapsing as far as Ancient is concerned. The hardest tests for NaVi have passed. For Astralis, excuse me. The hardest tests for Astralis have passed. Gone 0-2 in multiple halves to find this point. 3 chances now to take Ancient.
Oh.
Simple's not done just yet, though. Buying some time with the smoke grenade. Losing position.
How many players would swing that with the Deeg in triple overtime? Simple would, I can tell you that.
Are Astralis reading panic and over-rotation? Heading towards the A-bomb site. There's been no rotation from NaVi. They've been patient. Imma in that donut position. Very close to A-long, where there are no sound cues. Soon there'll be a smoke. Bits here with the second AWP. Device on the way. A quick jump peek. And now what? Device has seen what's going on, but can Bit deliver? Grenades coming his way. He'll deploy the molly, but he's isolated from his teammate. Device standing, waiting. Time is on NaVi's side, though. Does Bit give Device the frag he's looking for?
What?
Hold on, we're rotating him once again. And they haven't seen anything just yet. It's got a one-man commitment. Device is dropped. And Simple, he's heading over. He's heading over. He's going back towards B. 14 seconds. Staehr on the side. What in the blazes is that frag from Staehr? Simple's lost his angles, but he knows the bomb carrier somewhere. Trying to do what he can, but we're down to a 2-on-2. Urgently planting that bomb. Staehr is dropped. Buzz in a 1v2. Denied. NaVi passed the first test. 2 more to go. Oh boy, this is tense.
The absolute audacity to make that call with that little time remaining. You can see how hectic it gets. A flash thrown in cave, bounces back. They try and entry their way onto B. They get the bomb down, but fair play to Bit. Ready for that swing, ready for the second shot. Not always easy to do that when you're the secondary AWPer rotating into a bomb site. But Bit made it look easy with the way he landed those shots. That is only the first of 3, man.
It's still the first map.
Oh, God. Mid-control again. Imma going up and clearing out that B lane area. Feel the pace slowing down, and I can't blame Astralis after that previous round.
We're going to need blood transfusions just to replenish the oxygen. They're going to be exhausted after this.
Test of endurance at this point. Nade will fall short. Simple currently on B with that AWP. The Danes remaining open, but Simple swings again. He is taking initiative here in the 3rd overtime to try and keep his team in this map. But what can blameF do in this position? Does he move further forward? Doesn't look like it. 50 seconds remaining.
Ooh. Have a look at these grenades being offered by Astralis. They are threatening a wrap. The bomb is still in mid. Imma is in a very important position. He has a strong angle. But his angle is changing. 35 seconds on the clock. He's going for the pixels. Spotting one, multiple. blameF trades and down goes Bit. That's a mega second frag. Simple won't have the angles for a while. It's Alexibi and JL on the way. That molly will be oppressive. 3-on-3 on the A bomb site. Simple has to go slow. It's going to be so hard for him to clear this position. How does he deal with Borat? JL in the meantime. He's got to find something. Got to run distraction. Looking for blameF. There he goes. Oh, it's beautiful from NaVi. They're passing these tests. How are they doing this? They feel like such an underdog versus Astralis. You thought they were done for in a 0-3, but they've gone 2 for 2.
I thought that shot from Borat was going to be the difference maker. As soon as they get into that site in the 3v3, it looks good for them. But it doesn't matter. Alexi just about finds that angle. And look at how clean every NaVi player was on that retake. They all land their shots. How the hell do you still have a timeout? It's the third overtime, man. It's a good thing they do, though, because Astralis have gone from 3 chances to close the map down to 1.
This is wild. A good average of frags for everybody as well. Buzz with 36, blameF with 37. Almost everybody's in the 30s or the late 20s. Everybody's turned up, and maybe that's why we are locked together. How NaVi are still alive is impressive. One more to go, one more test, one more round. Both these teams will be saying to each other, to themselves. 3 AK-47s in the hands of NaVi, though. They're going to be harder to put down. Alexibi, where's he off to? Straight down the middle of mid. Got to be careful for these sprays, though. An aggressive smoke. blameF boosted up. Oh, Alexi just hopping off the wood in time. And there's the warning.
Early damage. Not too consequential either way. Staehr, the one man down below half health. You almost wonder if when Astralis take a timeout, they're willing to call a faster round. But I don't think either team want to switch it up right now. Astralis seem content that they can run down the clock and outmaneuver NaVi. Pre-fires. Not landing. Astralis starting to group outside B. A bit of damage done to Simple. He gets forced away. NaVi would not have much of a chance here, and Device was ready. Simple goes down early, and that's the go signal for Astralis.
He's been looking for that frag all game. This might be the perfect time to find it. In they go, covering the angles while they start to swarm. What's the util like? There aren't incendiaries, but there aren't personnel. 2 remaining for NaVi. The door is closing on Ancient. So many chances, failed to put them away. Failed to put Astralis away. Astralis losing this map to them must be completely unagreeable. And they finally finished off the job after that long slog.